David becoming king of Israel. This was such an important event in the history of Israel. You would think that this story would be better known. Of course, it isn't better known because it's not often told because of all the vicious things that happen during the story. You don't often hear it told as a flannel graph for junior church. Still, there are some very interesting things that we need to know about this. Some interesting relationships that come out. First of all, just to note that David was 37 years old. He had become king of Judah when he was 30, but now now David is 37 years old. He has to take care of the situation with Michal first. Michal was the wife of his youth, his first wife, the one who helped him. I think there was still love there, and mainly though Saul had done a great wrong in giving her away to another man. In that situation, before there could be a uniting of the north and the south, that situation had to be cared for. But the major relationship that is interesting to me is the relationship of David as king and Joab as his commander. I've written down several things here. Several things about Joab. First of all, Joab was intensely loyal to David. He kills Abner. David responds harshly to other people. Well, he does give a curse. He puts a curse on Joab, but he doesn't have him killed. And I think one of the reasons, and there's several, one of the reasons that Joab is intensely loyal to David. He's hard to handle. He's extremely hard to handle, but one thing about it is that Joab always puts David out front. Anytime there's anyone that should get the honor for anything, it goes to David. Joab will risk his own life. Joab will put his own life on the line to save David. He knew that he would not be as loyal to Solomon. Actually, that's the reason why on David's deathbed, he tells Solomon to have Joab killed. Also, the thing about Joab is that he was vicious towards anyone who would threaten his position as commander. In the story of Joab, he has 2 people killed. He personally kills 2 people that threaten his position as commander of the army. The first one here is Abner. The second one was when David finally replaces Joab. See, Joab was his nephew. When David finally takes the position away from one nephew, he gives it to another nephew. And Joab kills his cousin. So later on, David says to Solomon, he's killed 2 quality men, 2 men who were better than himself. He should be executed. Now, David didn't do it. David didn't execute him. Why? Well, like we said, this intense loyalty, and that he was a nephew, but in addition to that, Joab was so important in David's ambition. Joab was well trained and well equipped to help David establish the kingdom and to build an empire. It's a strange relationship, one that I'm constantly fascinated about. And all through the rest of the stories of David, you will see this relationship between these two men. Well, come back after you listen to the next story and we'll give you some more insight.